I wanted to come to you today with some information that I've learned over the last couple of years regarding sleep health and sleep hygiene, which sounds kind of odd. But again, my name is Bonnie Diane, and I have actually suffered with insomnia for a number of years. And I've gone to many doctors over the years and done many sleep studies and read a ton of different books and different podcasts, just listened to anything I could and just kind of absorbed information that I could to help with my sleep issues. Well, as it turns out, I actually have a clinical sleep problem. So the best way to explain it is that my brain has tiny little seizures when I sleep, and those seizures prevent me from completing a full sleep cycle. And because I'm not completing a full sleep cycle, I have been sleep deprived. And it has been that way for a number of years, but I do have a medication now that I take for that. But through this process of kind of learning what my issues were with sleep and how to get the best sleep for me, I've learned a lot of stuff from doctors and different experts in the field. And I thought that I would come on today and share that information with you guys and hopefully maybe help somebody that has some sleep problems or sleep issues. I know it's one of the biggest things that affects adults is sleep deprivation and sleep problems. So again, my name is Bonnie Diane, and my expertise is not because I'm a doctor. So definitely, if you are having severe problems, please see a doctor and see a professional. But these are just some things that I've learned over the years, and I thought I would share them with you. And I have some notes. So if I look down, that's what I'm doing. I just want to make sure I get you guys the right information. So the one thing that I think a lot of people don't realize is that the average number of hours of sleep that an individual needs is 6 to 9 hours. And that's for an adult. That's not considering a teen or a baby or an elderly person. That's just an average adult, 6 to 9 hours of sleep. And it's not just about the quantity of sleep, it's about the quality of sleep. So you may sleep for 8 hours, but within that 8 hours, you're not getting a full sleep cycle. So you are being sleep deprived. And it can affect your cognitive brain functions, most notably. Your focus is off, you kind of don't move through the day as quickly. There's actually a study that was done, and they had individuals perform a task and then sleep deprived them, perform the same exact task, and the people performed 20%, had 20% more mistakes, and did those same tasks 14% slower. So not only were they making more mistakes, but they were taking even longer to do them because they were sleep deprived. So that's one of the biggest things that sleep deprivation can have on you. And even if you think you're like, oh, I sleep for 8 hours, you could still not be completing full cycles. And so the other thing is that not only does it affect your cognitive functions as an adult, but it affects your health immensely. So there was this study that I just found out about that was done out of the University of Chicago, and this is amazing. So they had participants in 2 different groups, and they had them on a diet, and it wasn't like a strict diet or anything, but they had them eat the same exact food at the same time of day, the same number of calories, prepared the same way. And the only difference between the 2 groups of people is one group got 5.5 hours of sleep, and the other got 8.5 hours of sleep. And the group that got 8.5 hours of sleep lost 55% more body fat than the group that got 5.5 hours of sleep. And this is the study. It was fat, not weight. So it wasn't muscle weight or water weight. It was actual visceral fat that can be detrimental to your health and cause heart disease and diabetes and those kinds of issues. So not only does it affect your cognitive functions, but it affects your physical abilities as well. So it is, sleep deprivation can be really negatively impacting your body. So the biggest factor affecting sleep, health these days is technology. So studies out of Harvard have shown that artificial light does actually negatively impact our brain functions. So the reason is because back in the day and before TVs and internet and all of those things, we would naturally produce a circadian rhythm and go to sleep based on, the timing of the day. But because of the artificial light, our brains don't know it's time to go to bed. They think it's the middle of the day. And the most harmful light is blue light. And you may not think that there's a blue light because it's not blatantly blue, that you would think of in like a nightclub or in a Halloween haunted house or something that it's blue. But most TVs and most devices, their light is blue based. And there are some things you can do to counteract that with those blue lights. There's apps that you can download, and there's Yeah, just Google. There's tons of apps that you can download for your phone and for your computer. So I'm going to give you 3 really great tips that you can use to start to help improve your sleep tonight. The first one you're not going to like. I'm okay with that. So the biggest impactor of your sleep is a TV in your bedroom. So if you remove the TV from your bedroom, you're going to automatically start having better sleep. And the reason behind it is your brain is saying, this is a room for sleep, and that's where I go to sleep, versus, oh, I'm just getting up from the den and moving to the living room, because there's still a TV in there and your mind is still active. So by removing that technology, your brain already starts to just get prepared for sleep and starts producing more melatonin. Plus, you're reducing the blue light that you're seeing at night. The other thing is, have a curfew for your technology. Have a cutoff. Just cut it off. You don't need it after a certain time anyway. But different researchers have shown that cutting off your technology before 30 minutes to an hour before you go to bed can have a 73% impact, positive impact on improving your quality of sleep. And it's not only that you are reducing the blue light that your eyes are seeing so your body produces more melatonin and you go into a natural sleep cycle, but it also gives you time to wind down in the evening. So it's almost like you're de-stressing a little bit. So it helps with anxiety and things like that as well. The third thing is give yourself a sleep pattern, routine, ritual, whatever you want to call it. We used to have them as kids. I know that I did. I would put on my PJs, I'd brush my teeth, I'd read a book, I'd go to bed. And we don't have that as adults. We kind of just sit around and play with our phones or computers or tablets, and they're like, oh, it's 3 a.m., I should go to sleep. So by reducing that and having a pattern to where you do certain things and certain habits before you go to sleep, you start putting your body and your mind into a mode of like getting prepared to go to sleep. And that is the biggest impact that you can have on your body. Because if you think about it, you kind of get up at the same time and you get ready for work, you get ready for different events, and you're kind of in that mindset to go to work and do those things. So we don't do that for sleep. But when we do, that behavior starts to produce a habit, and that habit then produces positive interactions within our brain, and we produce more melatonin more naturally. And the great thing about producing more melatonin is that when your body is producing more melatonin, it produces less cortisol. And cortisol is the stress fat hormone that nobody likes. So not only are you getting better sleep, but you're already setting yourself up for the next day to start off in a better mood. So getting enough sleep, and I know that's the first thing we're going to cut out and think, oh, I can catch up on sleep on the weekend. You're not going to catch up on it. But getting better quality of sleep, you're not only going to improve your mental health, your cognitive brain functions, but you're also going to improve your physical health and emotional health. So those are my big 3 tips. The other one is that if you don't want to download something to your devices, or you travel a lot, or you just don't want to have a thing on your computer that tries to reduce blue light, is orange glasses in the evening. Even if you just wear them for an hour, you're at home, you're getting ready for bed, you probably look ridiculous, it's fine. But the orange lenses counteract the blue light that is in the technology devices and TVs and screens and tablets and iPhones and Android phones. So by reducing that blue light, you're already starting to get in that mode. So the best thing you can do is put the orange lens glasses on maybe 3 hours before you're going to go to bed, or 2 hours before you're going to go to bed. You can still stay up and watch movies and do whatever you're going to do. And then 45 minutes before bed, cut off all technology and rest from your day, just kind of shut down your mind and go to sleep, and you can have better sleep. So I hope that was helpful. If you guys liked it, let me know. If you guys found it helpful or think somebody else might find it helpful, please share. I'm going to try to bring you guys some more information. So bye.